checky, checky. That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green salad, glucometer and check it. Sugar level, checky. For checky. Green salad, glucometer, checky. Put sugar level for checky. For checky. Green salad, glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Step into a world of exquisite fragrances at Ghana's #1 perfume hub. Visit us at Rack Luxury Perfume, located in Santa Maria, Asiama Junction, or find us in New Akimota, opposite Christ Redeemed Glory Church. Just a 3-minute walk from Akimota Melcombe, your journey to finding the perfect scent begins here. Whether you're shopping for yourself or looking for the perfect gift, we offer an extensive collection for both wholesale and retail. Proudly, we are the exclusive sole distributor for the luxurious Gloria perfume. Follow us on social media for the latest updates and exclusive deals. Find us on Instagram at rack_perfumes and on Snapchat and TikTok at rack_perfumes. Connect with us on Facebook at Rack Luxury Perfumes and be the first to know about new arrivals. Reach out to us at +233 59 461 6199 or WhatsApp at 059 861 2592. Rack Luxury Perfumes. Smell unique, smell classy.
Now, there is a confusion in this particular video that I'm about to play for you. There is a confusion because when the presenter asks a question and the musician's understanding comes differently, and again the response also comes differently, I don't know what it means. And again, the people who were mentioned in this particular video, how would they also respond to this, or better still, how would they react to this? Should they come across the video of someone who is supposed to maybe give them some small attention, some small hype, some small gratitude, and the person says, oh no, take your time, now we have to write the whole thesis just for one question, then I wonder what it means. But I'm sure you would first have to watch this video, and after watching this video you would come to understand why this has become a very interesting topic for me to have this discussion with you on the editorial here on Sammy Flex TV. So I welcome you guys. This is the editorial here on Sammy Flex TV. I'm here doing it for you, doing it for Mother Ghana, doing it for the world, bringing you some insights into our entertainment industry and more. I'm doing this with Digital Rasta. He's got currency doing camera for me, and Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. Now let's go straight to watch this video, and definitely I'll come back to explain this. Now, the issue about discovery, if you talk to people like Baba Sadek and his team, they would also mention enablers. Baba Sadek will tell you that, oh, he's an enabler, he enabled him, he did this, he did that. Well, this conversation about who discovered who helped who enabled who, has been around with us for some time. And one person whose example I'm sure to even use before we go watch the video will be Black Sheriff. At a point, Black Sheriff's story as to who really put him out there became topical, where so many people from different quarters, everybody was given an account of how in their line of duties they crossed paths with Black Sheriff, supported him here and there. Then in one interview, he himself mentioned or singled out one person, and in this person, Jay-Z was mentioned. Black Sheriff himself. And I think it's been long I saw something, I heard something from Jay-Z. I hope he's fine. I have to be checking on him. Yes, so in an interview, Black Sheriff himself said, yeah, he had Jay-Z calling him all the way from Konongo to come to Accra. He took him here and there, and many people helping him to get to the top. At this stage, the conversation that we are about to watch comes up, the discovery and all that. But Kofi Kinaata, who discovered Kofi Kinaata? That is the big question. Either Kofi Kinaata does not know who discovered him, or Kofi Kinaata does not want to mention who discovered him, or Kofi Kinaata does not want to give undue credit to some people for a job or a work that they did not do. This interview came out very interesting. Watch it, and after watching, I'll come back to explain what I think about it. Then we are good to go. Watch this. I'll be back.
Sa personalities am bobo mudin mudin discover because they are na chinye bebre. Now, number 1 is Dr. Pounds, 2 Castro, 3 Samini. When discover the talent Kofi Kinaata.
So what can discovery am the Kofi P1 task. It's in the moment church discovery.
Oh, chim.
So can obi a discover mfane a discover obi or obo ball. And then fana discover obi olotonwom. Example in the bia we fe the wufi na ka fo obi do me paint ho. Ne paint and only paint one paint and a lotonwom. Na ebisa na the painter atonwom da o si dey bi atonwom ade nyanwom eboto a aminyimo ebita atonwom bla. Na nyi painter na akọ studio. Na cheche na wato nwom o chire onyim do obetima ato nwom but obi na wa discover the nwom talent but say about to do obi wa aba nwom competition ofinifia na for the ball ofinifia was wa just for half any boot wa for car or takra de budu akra all bobo ball na ehunu wo na say discover na parent be ko ofinifia le ban na call bobo abedi
Okay, bobo na.
yes into no yan kana discovery but ebia projection.
Okay.
And the because it be able no or level 1, ehuna ngene boko level 2. Obi subo so ni se wanyina kwa level 3. But enchede discover no. Coach no Messi. Ohun Messi first and the monk of the Messi ball. We be say na so yon no discover Messi.
Okay.
So Messi coach no Messi ball no Messi we be 4 years no pohun them early age no also one discover. Nti discovery na ya de watase so okay. Justify akoto afa be feed all ball wa ha na ehunu the board all ball
nti Kofi question ba kwa mbisa ono eno wa mana e be
papa mo osuade
why dey scope no
because we who pounds about to Kasahari.
Okay, I don't. Oh, okay.
Yeah, or they don't call Fufi Cape Coast Bay. Not Takradi for so Western Radio wire selection don't go for more rap battle was select some account. Until the post select some on the point on no discover. Atasa, you post select some of them battle no. On no discover. Mawa, I don't call for bed they be a pounds don't call for 40 because I select Western region for 4 account.
Okay.
Na ya battle. I'm in a major winner. Na pounds whom my friend now, but my Kasahari to keep. I better now discover them in your panel.
Okay, so out.
Until them Kofrinya will play rules. If you new fear, Kwaha, Obi, a chill, Obi, my man come at them in pay or ball or career, and be or career.
Okay.
Well, so a simple interview turned into a lecture hall. I know the presenter at a point will feel like, hey, did I ask the wrong question? Or did I step on the foot of Kofi Kinaata? Reason Kofi was being straight. And you see, when Kofi was explaining the thing, he was straight. Like, it feels like someone asking, what's me, assembly, me, pursue me, I made the boy, I'm the dada. Saudi Arabia, now take. That was the feeling. Like, Kofi was waiting for the question to come up, and he would give his own response to. So the guy's question was simple. Okay, Kofi, so it is out there. Some of us know that Sammy discovered you musically. That was how simple the question was. Kofi Kinaata, not ready to give a yes or a no answer, decided to take the presenter through school. And he did school him. He schooled him to the extent that he helped him to know the difference between when someone is discovered as a talent and when someone is projected or supported as a talent. Now the conversation was that who really brought Kofi Kinaata up, or who really found him to be the talent that we all know him to be today. And Kofi thinks, number one, nobody should give that credit to Sammy. In his explanation, that is what it simply means. Nobody should give that credit of discovery to Sammy. I don't know if Dr. Pound's name was really mentioned by the presenter, but he also went ahead to include Dr. Pounds' name in the interview as well. That's okay. Nobody should also give that credit to Dr. Pounds as well, because Dr. Pounds did not discover me. Unfortunately, whilst we're all waiting for Kofi, because he said it is not Samini, it is not Dr. Pounds, I'm sure the next thing was Kofi to provide who he thinks discovered him. But once again, Kofi did not give us that name, or Kofi failed to give us that name, and that is also okay. As to why, and maybe he forgot or something, he did not want to do. But let's go into detail. Is Kofi Kinaata wrong or right? Yes, Kofi Kinaata is right. Kofi Kinaata is never wrong in his explanation, or in his submission, or in his response to the question. Kofi Kinaata did never say anything wrong. He never said anything wrong. He actually schooled the presenter for the presenter to know that from where he was coming from, he was already doing his thing. He was known by some people pursuing music already. It was not as if he was doing his thing, doing something else, and Samini or Dr. Pounds saw him and said, this guy, he can do music. And they brought him to the studio to record. To him, that is the real definition of the word discovered. If you really want to claim that you discovered someone, it is not when the person already was pursuing his talent or his career. So Kofi Kinaata in his explanation is simply telling the world that before he met Samini, before he met Dr. Pounds, he was chasing his dreams to become a musician. He was following his career already. Maybe what he had not gotten at the time was hitting the top. He had not hit the top yet. He was still trying to find his feet. And in the process of these people coming together or coming closer to his career, they have helped him to find his feet. That is what Kofi Kinaata is saying. So he wouldn't want any story like, Samini discovered me, or Samini did not. But even Samini did not discover me, I'm sure that was in the explanation. Just he would want to run away from a quotation, a direct quotation. But in short, if you want to paraphrase, that is the explanation Kofi Kinaata gave us. That Samini did not discover him. But because he was not ready to make it straight to the point, he decided to add a little bit of lectures to it. It is understood he did not say anything wrong. Of course, he still acknowledged the fact that these people during his journey or mid his journey still came forward and added something to his career, reason he is where he is today. I don't know what he said afterwards during the interview, whether he was full of praises for them or not. But with the little we watched, we did not see that particular action or attitude of singing too much praise for them. Like, okay, yeah, along the way they came to also help. I was doing my thing, I was pushing my hustle, and along the way they all came to help. That's how Kofi wanted to simply put it, and we have understood it. Now, in this industry, everybody has a story from their beginning where someone added a bit to their growth. Everybody. In fact, everybody. As I sit here, I have some people like that. On radio, I can always mention people like Nana Otujando. I can always mention people like Kwame Jokoto. Because when Sammy Flex was about having his real show, as in my show on radio, I went through them. Once again, did they discover me as a radio presenter? Big question. Because then I was doing my panditry. I even had a segment on the late Dr. Khan's show on Happy FM, where every Saturday I was on his show to present the news tidbits. It was actually a segment I produced entirely and presented entirely. He would just introduce me, and I'd do it like how a co-host would do it with the main host. That was how it was done. I was doing it like that. Did he also discover me? It is another question. So now it becomes a little bit confusing when you even have to answer, and especially if you don't want people to feel you are not acknowledging their support to your career. You are not acknowledging their help to you. That's how it looks like. Because I'm sure one day, if I sit anywhere doing an interview and maybe a question is put on me or put to me that, okay, Sammy Flex, who discovered your radio career? And I fail to recognize some of these people, I've mentioned their names, and they come across the interview, they might feel peeved. Because when Nana Otujando found me, he knew me to be a newspaper editor. Yes, that was how he knew me to be, a newspaper editor. And I said, oh, I can do it. He didn't have any record of me doing radio. As a matter of fact, he didn't. He didn't have any record of me hosting a show. The only thing he knew was the fact that, oh, I appear on some platforms. I think even before that, yes, let me add this. Before that, I was appearing on another plus morning program. Once again, to go there and do some 30-minute entertainment tidbits with a lady called Ivy. Yes, let me add that story too. With a lady called Ivy. And after, when I wanted my own slot, knowing that, okay, he's not known to do it on his own, he still decided to put me through, or put me on, as we say, to put me on. And Sammy Flex became a sensation on radio, then here in Accra or in Ghana. Did Nanotu Jando discover me as a radio presenter? Big question, small answers. And it is the same thing Kofi Kinaata is trying to respond. Now, the question is, how would the people whose names were mentioned also feel? Would they feel that Kofi is sounding ungrateful to them? Would they feel that Kofi is not giving them the due recognition? Would they feel that Kofi is being proud and therefore he wants to assume the position of, I did it myself? In Black Sheriff's latest song, he mentioned something like that, that everybody is talking as if I did not even help myself. He mentioned a line like that because I'm sure he was shading those who have been saying, oh, I helped him. And he's asking, why is everybody making it look like I did not even help myself? But he wants to say that no matter what you did for him, he also helped himself. And maybe it's exactly or something similar to what Kofi Kinaata is saying, that yes, they did something. They really offered support during the journey. But I did it at a point myself until they came in. Would that also be another confusion? Would that also bring that feeling of pride, that feeling of you don't want to show gratitude? Would that feel it? This is a question for the gods. But to Kofi Kinaata, I think the explanation he gave to the presenter was right. But how would that sit with the people who will be at the receiving end? Would they be okay with it? Or they'll feel like they are not being appreciated well? It's the same thing. If today, Kelvin Boy also asked the same question, who discovered you? Can Kelvin Boy say it was Stone Boy? Can Kelvin Boy respond that, oh, Stone Boy discovered me? Because yes, you've heard Kelvin Boy was singing with a band. He was singing at some of these programs, funerals and churches and all that. We've heard all that until God crossed his path with Stone Boy. And Stone Boy put him on. Stone Boy projected him as his BV through many performances. The brand Kelvin Boy also grew. And today he is where he is. Once again, the big question, who discovered Kelvin Boy? His answers will be an interesting, or his answer will be an interesting one. So my plea, if you have such a history with any talent like that, and I'm sure anytime you hear him speak like Kofi Kinaata spoke, you don't have to take it personal. You don't have to. Don't feel like, oh, the person did not recognize me. Don't feel that the person did not appreciate you. Don't feel like the person was feeling so boastful to even say you did this or that for him. Let's take it calmly. After all, the story of who discovered who, if we are to go by Kofi Kinaata's explanation, which is apt, we will go back. Because for you know, someone heard Kofi doing something on the Conco. Not say Aquari or Appeal. Maybe the Kofi Kinaata thinks to him, that person discovered him. but not when he has started doing his thing, doing rap battles and winning, and he came midway and you want to claim you discovered him. It is a big question. Let the conversation continue. Or however you also want to add to this, let's do it. Who discovered the favorite artist you know? Your favorite artist, who discovered him? How would they take this question? Who are the real discoveries, as in who are the real people doing the discovery, and who are the people playing the enabling role? Like I keep saying, Baba Sadiq will say the enablers. Who are those in the industry? Who are the people discovering others, and who are those discovering, who are those enabling others? Personally, when it comes to panditry, I can hit my chest to say I've discovered so many people. Yes, in a recent interview with Kofi and Delay, I think Kofi even mentioned it, that he didn't even know how to talk in public and he was shy and all that. But when he got closer to me, or when we crossed paths and I put him on radio, that was how he developed, or he honed his skills for public speaking. I'm sure to him, he will feel so proud to say, oh, Sammy Flex discovered me in that particular area. But in terms of other areas, no. Because when he got there, he also decided to do it on his own, and today he's here. So this is a big question. But whoever is not mentioned, whoever is not recognized, they are the people I'm scared of, not those who are explaining. Those who might be thinking that I did this, I did that, and maybe one day they would listen or watch some of these interviews and they will not be mentioned. I wonder how they'll be feeling. Moving forward, we have to find a way to massage egos of everybody who has played a role in our career. Because when it happens like that, the people who were looking for that mention and they don't get it, it will be hard for them to even do it for the next person. Yes, I know. There are some people, this is all they were looking for. Reason they were mentioning names here and there. Or reasoning they were helping some people here and there. So if at the end of the day, the opportunity comes, they are not mentioned, the next guy who will come to them, they will not mind them again. After Kofi Kinaata, has Samini had any serious thing with another up-and-coming brand? Not sure, as I know. I know Dion Boache's story passing through. After Kelvin Boy, has Stone Boy also really tried such a thing with another artist? Well, not yet. The other day, I remember a tweet or a post he made that he's about to put out some new talents. He's done it before and he'll do it again. Yes, Stone Boy also has another story with OV as well. And this story continues. It is an industry. Definitely, in the journey, so many people will play a role. Let's find a way to recognize them when the opportunity comes. Let's find a way to also put them on when the opportunity comes. With this, there will be peace for everybody. Let me raise this case here until the next trouble comes. We will surely handle it when it comes. My name is Sammy Flex. You can also drop your opinion. Let's do this. The story of who discovered who, the story of who enabled who. Was Kofi Kinaata wrong in his response to the journalist? Your guess will be as good as your opinion. I'll come back to you when we meet again. Subscribe to us and let's do more. Special thanks to Digital Rasta Currency for doing camera for us, Richie Flex, editor, director of the show. Let's meet in our next video. We're out of here. Bye-bye.